tube. So we want to, you can upload, or I can upload from here. I would like you to do tags and categories and hashtags, cards, you know, all that sort of stuff, because you're good at that already. You know what's going on. It's not a big deal. I will throw out descriptions, and because I've already seen the video, so I know what's going on in it. And based on the description, you should pretty much know what tags to use, and I will give you a list of tags from my other ones, or you can just look at the other ones and you know the tags already.
And to research those tags too. More of them.
Yes, add more, find more. That goes with research.
Because different types of videos, you know, I mean, you can have a set bunch that does it, but sometimes videos fit with different things, especially mine. You know, so I have like 3 or 4 different tag styles and sets. You know, because I mean, I'm not going to do a Con Marie video and have, you know, cognitive behavioral therapy on there. You know,
no.
It's not.
No.
And, you know, I don't have exercise.
Not unless you specifically say it, you know. But yes,
and exercise doesn't fit with, you know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can make it a Con Marie folding exercise video.
Yeah.
There's something new. See? This is brainstorming. Write that down. I'm giving you ideas here.
But, you know, some of those things just don't transfer, or you have ones that are more relevant.
It's got to be appropriate, right?
Because you only get so many.
It's got to be appropriate.
So if you only have 200 characters, so you don't want ones that are not performing well or don't really fit with your video as well. So that makes sense.
Okay, and so eventually you'll divide up my stuff into playlists, and we're already collaborating on social media videos. We're talking about those. That's kind of part of what this is too. And we need to do more.
Yes.
Okay, so that I think you can have right away.
So you're doing the upload.
I will do the upload. So I'm going to take that off of your list. That's on my YouTube upload. Because honestly, they're going to be on my devices anyway, so I might as well just upload. That's fine. But that will give me some little assistance. Yay. So we talked about newsletters, copying, pasting, and going over what content we're going to use for each week. And I might get you eventually to also upload subscribers.
Subscribers to your email list?
Yep. You will learn that interesting, fun thing to do.
And then do you have an automatic first letter you send those people?
I have to make one. I really have to start doing that. I'm going to.
Because you've made it further into it now, so you kind of.
Well, I did have one originally, but I feel like it's out of date. So I haven't been using it lately because, again, I feel like it's just out of date. And so, yes, there's a fabulous little box that you just tick and go for your first subscriber email once you've got it in place. So it's automatic then, and it's awesome. So we're going to work on that. I think that, again, that's probably further along, but we will get to that. One of the other ones, which I think you can kind of start doing now, or maybe work into maybe in the 10% zone, would be create book trailers.
Written or video?
So both. Book trailers are like little tiny ads. They can be video. They can be written words with pictures. They can be pictures of the books themselves. They can be a combination of all three. You can have music set to it. They're like a little mini slideshow that just basically go, he loves her, she loves him, but they'll never get it together because X, Y, and Z. Or will they? You know, find out and then, you know, click my link, basically. It's cute, it's short, it's gotta be like snappy, 8 seconds max, pretty much. It's not long. You're trying to get people's attention. It's like a mini commercial for Facebook. So that will be something that you will learn to do and research and have fun with once you've actually figured out how to do it. So that's part of the...
So would I be uploading those as well, or just making them?
Well, you would make them, we'd go over them, check them out, say, okay, this is what we want, or, this is where we can improve, and then you'd probably upload them as well, or
save them
we'll
and figure
talk.
it out then.
I think that's when we start talking about Facebook ads. AMS and Facebook. I don't know if we're going to get to AMS because I haven't figured that out properly just yet either. We're working on it. I got the idea of how to do them. I just haven't had enough practice. You have to play with them. Once you have the idea, it's a case of playing with those ads to get comfortable with them. And I haven't played enough to be comfortable to say this is the way it works.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I've found some
really,
success
really
in
want.
it and some not success in it, but just to, I'd like to play with them first before I teach anybody else how to do them.
That makes sense.
Exactly. And that's the way it should be with everything. So research. Research is something you can do. Research is
a big deal and a lot of time consuming.
It's time consuming because you have to filter out unimportant information. And that's what research is. Some of the research I'll be doing myself because it's going to be time sensitive and pertaining specifically to a book. But a lot of this research that I'm looking for is like free pictures that are going to be reposted to like Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. Free pictures for like you did up that Canva poster the other day. That was cute.
Yeah.
So things like that, which I might be able to use in the future, things that, just kind of tick those little boxes.
And then just to find stuff that may, whether it's on
might
topic of what you're needing, or it might be useful in the future, or it might make a step towards something else again.
Also things like that I can post on Instagram for like the books.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So,
because that could actually fit with Chase story, even since he starts off with the yacht.
Yes. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, it could.
He's like ready to jump off the boat and all the people are on there. You could
though I think I'm going to put it toward another character. But yes, but things like that where it's just kind of like, this is all too cute. Maybe I'll craft part of a story around it. Craft or graft, both work. A story around it a little bit, or we might say that we can use it for advertising purposes, or we might say that we'll use it for a contest.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Just depends what specific area we're working on that month and what we need.
Yeah, so it gives a little more options that you can look through and find stuff without having to spend 2 hours on the internet. You can look through this and go, hey, I found something that might work. Well, you will have
narrowed it down for me, and then you'll be like, okay, instead of you looking through 100 or me looking through 100 items, here is my top 15. Mm-hmm. And then I'll go, okay, I really like these 3. Mm-hmm. And those are it.
Yeah.
And, save that one for a later date.
Or something like that, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
So, go
or this is what I'm looking for over here. Or
Yeah.
maybe there was a disconnect. This is what I'm looking for. And that will kind of, just to weed out information I don't need to be involved in yet. Because that helps me time-wise. Mm-hmm. And that time I can use for creating a blog post, or creating a YouTube video, or creating content for a course, or writing a book.
And I mean, some of it you're going to want to have fun doing on your own regardless, and that's kind of more for fun instead of feeling frantic about it.
Yeah, but I think the difference is too, is that if I take some of this off of me, I won't feel as frantic because I've got time to pursue the other stuff and get it done.
Yeah.
And, the courses too, it's not like I'm going to be doing courses all the time, but I still have to make up enough content to create. Mm-hmm. And every once in a while I will be adding to it. But once
it's
done,
upgrade, and you have to, keep
it done, it's
current.
It's the bulk of the work, 80% will be done, and I'll just have to revisit 20% all the time, right? Mm-hmm. So it's to get me to that area, and then I can do more special events or something else, right? Mm-hmm. It's just to get to that area. So again, with research, we're also going to talk about finding tags and categories, hashtags, like you said. That's something that you can do. I might give you specific tasks. Be like, I need to know more about this, and this is what I need to know about it. Or, stuff like that. Like coming up. I need to know about New York tattoos. For gangs, I need to know. Because if I'm going to reference anything, or if I'm just going to be vague about it.
Yeah.
And I need to know.
I think it might be nicer to be vague, but you got to be careful you're not.
I have to be careful.
If you want to be vague, then you're not referencing.
Remember, this is all fiction, but at the same point, we are a step in reality. Because one thing I would like you to research now is box sets. Because I know people do them. I know people make money on them, but I want to know how exactly they work for ebooks. Because to me, that's kind of like, how's that gonna do? And I don't want to do that just yet.
Or just
ebooks and paperback, but I don't want to do that just yet. But once I've finished series, like got 1 or 2 series finished, then it becomes a maybe I should do that sort of thing. So that's not as time sensitive, but it's one of those things that I would like to know more about, like say by the middle of May, because we're April, right? April, May. That makes sense, right?
Whether you'd want to do discounts on it, or whether it would be
exactly how it works.
Do you need to design a box that goes around those?
And then how does Amazon get that box?
Yeah, because do they make it themselves,
or does it come from a different publisher?
Or they might have it on their type of.
Because we're doing a print on demand, right? And so it is different that way. So I'm sitting here going, is this published through a different company? Is it published through Amazon? Like, how does this work? And when it comes to ebooks, how does that work? So
because they do offer them through Amazon as like a bundle.
They do.
As a triple bundle. Because you can
get all sorts of bundles, all different sizes. You can get 20 book box sets.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, how does it work? I have no experience in this. I know that it's out there. I just